You break me down, but I just keep on coming back, boy. You know you're so bad for me, but I close my eyes to see. Just like an addiction got me on my knees wanting your attention. Got no one to blame, I put myself in this position. Why do you treat me the way that you do, baby? Why do I keep holding on to you? I just wanna love you, love you, love you. Why can't I break free from this misery?
Ladies and gentlemen, Suppressing FM and XM, Mr. Flow. Ladies and gentlemen, your man Bobby Rocks right here, rocking it on the radio. All right, Real Radio is back right here on the Flow. And I don't have to ask you why you like this song. I like it, you like it. And ladies and gentlemen, the name of the song is called Why. And right now on the line, I have the songstress who put that thing together. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Amy Turin on the line. What's up, lady?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
That was quite a little thing you just said about me. I'm very flattered.
I practiced that all night. I was practicing in the mirror. I wanted to make sure. I was like, I got to make sure I hook my girl
good,
Amy
Johnny.
up.
You made me proud.
True indeed, true indeed. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I mean, it's early on the West Coast, so I must have some love for you because I'm up pretty early. I usually don't get out of bed before 9.
I know that's right. Well, you know what, Amy? We got to say thank you. Thank you for calling us, and thank you for doing your music. You're rocking, girl. You're hot. You're on fire.
Well, thank you. I'm on fuego, huh?
That's right.
Thank
that's
you.
right. Now, how did
I'm glad you like my music.
We don't just like it. We love it.
Even better.
We love it. Yeah, true indeed. How did you? When was the first time you recognized you have the gift of singing?
Wow. Well, at about age 6. Driving my parents crazy, wouldn't stop singing. They put me in voice lessons. I took private lessons from age 6 through like my late teens. And simultaneously I took piano lessons. So I was classically trained by like 11, but I was able to compose my own music. And so I was like, 6 years old writing my own little stupid songs, and then it just evolved into more intricate kind of composition. So yeah, at a very early age. And I started out really liking the old standards. I loved Billie Holiday, Sarah Vaughan, Carmen McRae, Nancy Wilson, all those great.
You naming some of my favorites right there, girl.
Hmm?
Yeah, I said you naming some of my favorites right there. I love those ladies.
You, those women, those are the voices. I mean, they're just amazing. And that was really what really first got me into the whole singing thing. I remember my dad brought me some of these old tapes from the Smithsonian tapes, and and I just fell in love with it. And from there, I took a love to jazz and blues. Blues I really loved, and then the R&B, and then classic rock. So I had a melting pot of all these different, genres of music that pretty much, created what I'm doing now. All my music is really bits and pieces of all of that. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen.
If I'm stumbling, it's only because I'm tired, so I apologize.
You sounding good, baby. You sounding good. You're rocking it. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line, Amy Turin right here, rocking it. Songstress, soulful songstress. And you heard it. She got many styles, and she's putting it together, and she's putting this music down. You were actually signed at one time to Dr. Dre's Aftermath record label. Is that correct?
That's right, to be a doctor. Yes, in 2001, I was signed to Dr. Dre. Before that, though, I actually was discovered by Jazzy Jeff.
Wow,
and,
the legendary DJ Jazzy Jeff. Unbelievable.
Love Jeff. He had actually heard some of my songs, and my manager at the time set up this whole little meeting. I flew out to Philadelphia, which I love, and we recorded a 5-song demo. He had a production team at the time. There were about 6 different producers, and they worked in pairs. And I did 5 songs with these guys. I wrote them and co-produced. And when we got back to L.A., somehow Dre heard my demo and put the call in, asked me to come down to Record One, which is his studio in L.A. And, I mean, at that point, I was just freaking out. There's no way. And I remember going down to that studio and just sitting there for about an hour waiting for him. And I'm seeing Snoop in the studio. There was, like, R. Kelly. There's so many people in the studio that I was freaking out. And then he comes in and he's like, hey, I want you to play that song for me, number 5.
Wow.
And now I'm thinking, what the hell's number 5? So I got in there. I played. He had a grand piano. I played my song, and when I was done, he got up and just like said, all right, when do you want to start? So I was in the studio the next day, and you know, it was a great experience for me. I learned a lot. It just wasn't the right label for me, I think, at the time. And there's a lot of politics, you know how that goes. And,
sure thing, yeah.
You know, I respect Dre. I probably would have respected him more if he put out the damn album. But other than that, it gave me a chance to really hone my skills as a producer, because I do my own production. I do my beats, I do the arrangement, I do the vocals, everything. So I love collaborating, but I mean, it just gave me some time to really learn how to do this stuff.
So I mean, speaking, because you've had the experience of being on a record label opposed to being an independent artist,
right?
What's the benefit of being an independent artist?
More money.
I know that's right.
Well, you know what? When you're with a label, you have a machine behind you, okay? Because, I mean, there's no comparison with that. I mean, having a machine behind you with the marketing and the promoting of your music, that's huge. As an independent artist, it's going to be a little more of a struggle. If you can get an investor, that would be great. Do the grassroots route, which is what I'm doing. Right now, we're just creating a buzz right now and trying to get out there as much as we can. And right now, we've got a few little bites here and there from investors and some distribution companies. So, you know, right now, I mean, this is kind of like I'm just going with the flow right now. I'm making my music and seeing, you know, what's going to be the most appealing, you know, deal for me at this point.
Absolutely.
You know? Being number one does help, my friend.
Absolutely. Amy Tarrant, and you're doing it. I heard you cleaning up on MySpace, and the songs are all over the place, and people are feeling it. So, hey, you creating a buzz.
I'm trying. I've got there's a website called IndependentArtistCompany.com, and it's the indie charts. And I mean, you got people like Gnarls Barkley on there. You've got some known artists who put their music out there. Anyway, the song that we are really pushing, the single, is called Handle Your Business. So to all the women out there, this is your anthem. This is for all those bad men out there.
Oh, Lord, you done gave the ladies another anthem. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, come on. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Anyway, it's been 28 weeks at number 1 on those charts. It ain't moving. So
okay.
I'm thinking the women love it. I'm not a male basher.
I was about to ask you, are you male bashing, Amy?
Somebody gave Love a bad name. It wasn't me. That's Bon Jovi.
That's right. I hear you. Well, certainly, we're feeling real good. The music sounds so good, and I'm just really happy that you're doing your thing. And putting that music out there.
Thank you very much.
So we're gonna definitely support you, and we're gonna certainly try to get you here to the Washington metropolitan area. How about that?
I would love that. I will definitely love to come out there.
How can people get your music if they're interested in getting Why?
Okay.
Blue Skies.
If you want to buy my music, obviously you can go to amytarrant.com. That's AIMETERRIN.com, and there you'll find all my links to everything. I've got an album that I put out myself called Perfect Imperfection, and that's out on CD Baby. You can get it on iTunes. It's basically everything. If you go to amytarrant.com, it tells you how to buy my CD.
Absolutely.
Everything's there.
All right. So we're going to give them another taste of another one of your songs. We're going to play Blue Skies. Okay. So talk about Blue Skies. Set that up. Tell me about that song.
Blue Skies. You know, I got inspired from the old standard, and people get it twisted. They're like, oh, you took it from the standard. No, different lyrics, different arrangement, different everything. The only melody I kept was the very first line of Blue Sky Smiling at Me. And that was it. And everything else is original. So this is about, leaving a relationship and things are looking good and you're not missing this person. So everything's looking up. So
wow.
Blue Skies.
Okay, Blue Skies. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right here, Amy Taryn, right here. Blue Skies on the flow. Stay tuned.
I feel like I could fly because I know that I'll be alright. Used to be you and me, now I'm free. Watch me shine like and it feels like I found my happiness. So nice to know that I don't miss you. I don't miss you. I don't miss you. I don't miss you. Blue sky shining at me. Left my rain go home today. All my clouds they gone away. Blue sky shining at me. I don't spread my wings and start to see just how great this life can be. I don't miss you. Woke up early today, feeling great. Drove away, top down, cool breeze on my face. Let go without a trace, and it feels like I found my happiness. So nice to know that I don't miss you. You been happy that I go.
She said that I don't miss you, and I feel good about it. That's Blue Skies. That's happiness right there. Amy, because a lot of times when people break up, you miss that person. I mean, it's hard. Breakups is like one of the hardest things to do in your life, especially when you've been with someone for a while. So to be to actually really break free, because a lot of people get back together to break up, get back together. That's why I think it was the Stylistics made that song "Break Up to Make Up." That's all we do.
Oh yeah, I think they did.
But yeah, I mean, it's good to be able to
That
break
would be
free
them.
and keep moving. So I like that. Blue Skies.
Yeah, it's got that, you're moving on, and we've all felt that it's very difficult, especially when you've been in a long relationship. But I think in my case, it was such a draining damn relationship that I was like, damn, I'm so happy to be out of this. I'm not missing you at all.
I hear you.
So,
I
life
hear
is good.
True indeed, ladies and gentlemen, on the line, Amy Taryn. She's rocking on the West Coast, all right, doing her thing, but she loves the East Coast.
That's right.
Certainly, so we're going to try to get you here, but for the people who want to get in contact with you, they want to get your singles, they want to see more of you, how can they get in contact with you and see you?
Okay. Well, first of all, like I said, you can go to amytaryn.com. All of my links are there. You can buy my album on CD Baby. You can download any of these songs. Check out iacmusic.com. There you'll see all of my chart success, everything that I've been doing right now. MySpace, I'm #1 artist on MySpace right now on the jazz charts. I also, if you want to go to YouTube, I've got a lot of videos there of me playing live and singing. In fact, I was just in Toronto. I had won an Akon type contest, and he flew me out to Toronto, and I ended up putting on a big showcase for him. And that's on YouTube. You can check that out. Akon's on there. He's listening to my performance and he's talking about it. So it's really cool. So you really get a feel of who I am, and you can see me playing in action. Amy Taryn in action, tearing it up.
I
Turn
like
up your
that.
ear holes.
That's a great tagline right there. I like that. Amy Taryn tearing it up.
You like that?
I
Tearing
need
up your ear holes.
Tearing up the I need a tearing it up t-shirt. Can we get one?
Okay, when I come to DC, I'm going to get you one, because that's the slogan for anything we're doing. And in fact, we've been thinking about like tearing it up, tearing up the charts, tearing up your ear holes, tearing you a new ear hole.
Yeah, that's right. You know what I'm
but
saying?
for you, Cleveland, I'm going to get you a special one.
We want, how about we get some Band-Aids on it, and got Amy has torn my ear up. For the ear. Band-Aids on the ear.
I like it. I like that one.
Last question, Amy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite street to walk down? Like when you're like shopping, or when you're going to eat some food, going to a restaurant. What's your favorite street to walk down?
My favorite street, Adam Kinney.
Adam Kinney Street?
Abbott Kinney Street.
Okay, so you and
That's in Venice.
Okay, so we're walking down Abbott Kinney Street, right?
Right.
And we happen upon this genie bottle, and you brush up against it. So this big old blue genie pops out and says, Amy, you can work with 3 people musically, dead or alive.
3 people to work with.
Dead or alive?
Musically.
Dead or alive. Who would they be?
Dead or alive? Oh, God. Shit, that's a crazy question you just asked me. Mel Torme.
Okay.
That's the first one. George Michael, I love his voice. I do. And
Yeah.
Akon. I've got to say Akon because I'm doing some stuff with him right now. But, I mean, 3 people, that's pretty scarce. I mean, I'd love to name a bunch of people. But I've had the privilege to work with Rakim, which was
Wow.
one of my dreams because I'm a huge hip-hop fan. And Paid in Full was one of my favorite albums. I have a single with Rakim. It's called When You Die. I also got to work and write and produce for George Clinton. I got some songs on the CD Baby you can check out of George and I. So, Just Want to Get to Know You is a song I did with George. It's a smash. That's a summer jam. So check that out, my friend.
That's what it is. Amy, thank you so much for calling in at the crack of dawn to speak to us on the flow right here.
Thank you.
We certainly appreciate and we love your music. Girl, keep doing what you do because we need that real music out there because we are so tired of hearing the same 5 songs every 19 minutes. It's time for fresh music. It's time for Amy Taryn to tear your ears hole up and give you the music like you want to give it to us, okay? So thank you so much for doing what you do.
And I thank you for taking the time, and thank you for supporting my music. And I look forward to seeing you in Washington, D.C., my friend.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, Amy Taryn right here on The Flow. Keep it exactly where you have it. It's the station surpassing FM and XM because we don't give you the same 5 songs every 19 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, Real Radio is back on The Flow. Thank you, Amy.
All right. Take care.